C.J. Ross, the judge that handed Timothy Bradley the fight over Manny Pacquiao, the other night ruled that the fight with Mayweather was 114-114.
Hey, listen, I didn't see the fight, but I heard pretty much it was a shutout, and he won simple, really easy. But you know, when you're that good and you're that great, and you make somebody that's a great fighter seem as if he's a journeyman, you're going to build animosity, because that's just a human trait, and that's what this country produced: animosity, jealousy, enviness, drugs, chaos, and there had to be some animosity there.
And you know,
there's no way. From what I heard it was pretty much a shutout.
It was a shutout. It was.
For her to do that, it was just maybe her license should be revoked. I don't want her to. I don't want her to, by any chance, to referee in my fights.
Well,
you know?
I mean, really, I mean, as a boxing promoter, that is a concern that you must have. And I do believe, and this is just my opinion, you can tell me if I'm wrong, that Mayweather now better win every fight by a knockout.
Well, he's not going to win them by a knockout. That's not his style of fighting.
Right.
He has to beat them so clearly that it's just there's no doubt that he won.
So he's almost vulnerable to the possibility of having the fight taken from him.
Well, he shouldn't have. If he has a close fight, he's going to have a problem. It's just so hard to beat him. I don't care. It's just really hard to beat him. You know, the style that he employs. It's just really difficult to beat him in that particular style. It's just, you know, I don't care, love him or hate him, he's a hard man to beat.
How would you penetrate that style?
Well,
the shoulder roll and.
Well, I would fight him differently. I would just, even though I would fight a guy like Floyd differently if he was a heavyweight. You know, we can never fight, of course, because of the weight difference. But I wouldn't fight him the way they fought him. It's just hard, difficult to fight him. I would be mean. I would be dirty, because you would have to do everything to fight him, because he's just so good. You can't fight. It's almost impossible to fight him clean. It's almost impossible to win a fight and fight him clean. You can't fight clean with him.
See, Canelo wasn't exactly clean in that fight.
You can't fight this guy clean. That's, you know, that's the credit on how masterful he is. You have to be dirty. You got to be rough. You have to use the elbows, head, bending up. You have to use everything. Because this guy, as far as his style is concerned, this guy is a master fighter. When it comes to that style of fighting, it's almost impossible to beat. Look, he's almost 40 years old, 37. How old is he?
36.
And he's boxing better than he did when he was 26.